Alright, the next across the Timeways deck I made is Burgle Rogue with the new Deja Vu. Alright, the next across the Timeways deck I made is Burgle Rogue with the new Deja Vu. You see what I did there? Anyway, Deja Vu is a new card from across the Timeways. Discover a copy of a card from your opponent's hand. It costs one less. This is a very powerful card because every card in your opponent's deck is good. So you're guaranteed to get a good card from your opponent. And since your opponent's more than likely playing another class, you'll get a card from another class. Unless you get a neutral with it. Of course, you can always get a neutral from it, but more than likely you'll get a card from another class. And then Tess will replay that card later. Other Burgle cards in this deck, we have Thistle Tea Set. Which won me a game, by the way. This is a pretty decent card. I've also got Nightmare Fuel in here to get a minion from your opponent with a dark gift. And then this card from Day of Rebirth's in here, Costume Merchant. Pretty good card. Get a mask that costs 2 less. And Tess will recast a mask too. And then I got Health Drink in here, which gives Rogue a lot of healing. And Tess will recast all the health drinks you cast in this game. So if you cast all 6 health drinks, because each of them have 3, right? So if you cast all 6, Tess will actually cast 6 health drinks, which will heal you for, 18 life, and clear the enemy's board. Clear the opponent's board. And I got stall in this deck. I have Sleepy Resident Doomsayer. Since rogues have trouble dealing with boards, right? I've got that in here to be able to clear a board, And then Bob the stall. And then in the late game I can have Ceaseless Expanse. And of course I have Shadowstep prep in here. Typical rogue stuff. Web of Deception in here as well. And then of course Ashamane in the late game to get a bunch of cards from your opponent. But you could cheat them out as well with the Scoundrel, of course. And the last thing I need to go over is the duels. You can never forget about duels, ladies and gentlemen. I miss duels. You probably miss duels. And rest in peace, duels. Gone but not forgotten. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Check out the duels of the deck. And later. Okay. Going to play the Doomsayer. Glad he did that because one less mana cost for Ceaseless. Libram. Does that work? I don't know if that works.
The light dims, but we fight. Good explorer comes prepared.
Do I actually get an outcast card of this? Oh, I do. Haha. Do you? Do you have a problem? Dark Beyond. There's still life.
This treasure ain't fit for a pirate. Spun around. Now this is treasure.
We'll buy Ashamane next turn if he doesn't put too much threats out there.
Find me in the dream.
Yeah, that's fine. We're good to play Ashamane.
Now this is treasure.
Connect to those unseen.
I get 4 cards though, but I'm the one who Librams now. As well, Hobbs would say. What was up with that stutter? There was like a stutter there for a second there.
I cannot read them.
We should have an answer to Doomsayer, right? Oh, so if he doesn't have silence. Really banking on him not have silence. 7, 8 out of 10, level 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23 damage. I'm still not dead even if he... Even if he does silence. Why are you putting stuff out there for? I got Doomsayer, you dumb... You're not very smart, are you, buddy?
Reporting for duty.
I'm not supposed to put stuff out. Well, I guess he wanted to empty his hand. And those draw, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, that was fine. Yeah. Wasn't a misplay. Actually a pretty good play, honestly.
This treasure ain't fit for a pirate. Spun around.
I'll put this instead. See a carry-L, pick a carry-L.
There is time for prey and time for action.
Okay. So he gets 3 cards in the past, all reduced. Libram of Wisdom. Libram of Hope. Law Order.
Reporting for duty. Mistakes of the past rewritten. Raptor, Devilsaur, we got 'em all. This time, spun around.
I'm the one who Librams now. He has a board clear though. Probably. Libram with Justice. Plus a board, yeah, Consecration, yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Now this is treasure.
Our hardships only strengthen our resilience.
Stall for a turn, I guess.
Cannot read them.
He still has more Librams in his deck? That's crazy. At least he spreads his buffs out. Smart man.
In the great dark beyond, there is still light.
Reporting for duty.
A recurring dream.
Could really use a
Glorious loot.
14, 6. Could use a Ceaseless Expanse.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, I could have been dead if he had a Viper as well. Oh, that's not a Ceaseless Expanse.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Running out of time.
I'm almost out of cards.
Burn my Ceaseless though. No. No way to clear his board anymore. So if he clears mine, I'm kinda screwed. Does he have... Oh, okay, he's got that.
Reporting for duty. You have no idea.
Gotta play Tess. Forced to. Both of those are dead.
Remember the folly.
I'm out of cards.
Ah. Got a quality consecrate. Shit. A hell of a game. We got Bob, that's good.
One person's treasure is my treasure.
Remember the folly.
Oh shit, I didn't get credit for that one. Okay, we get the initiative though next turn. Oh my god, it's summoned Doomsayer! Oh my god. Instant concede. Oh, I couldn't help but laugh on that one. Oh man, I got a little too excited on that one. That was funny. Oh crap, I got too loud there, I think. Wow. Oh, oh man, that was hilarious. The instant concede. Oh my god. It was just funny how he like instantly conceded. Like, I can't stop laughing. That's funny. Oh man. Oh, the random Doomsayer. Oh man. And here I was the other day saying how bad my RNG is. Maybe RNG's bad for everybody. Oh man. That's how matchup should be. That was a good matchup. I wish every game was like that. I wish every game was like that. Alright. Give the Nightmare Fuel, get rid of those, I guess. I'm trying to read the dude's name. Send the Autism. Ooh, Deja Vu, Nightmare Fuel, 2 spells for Tidepool. Yep, some sort of OTK deck. I cannot escape OTKs, guys. I literally cannot escape them, no matter what I do. Well, this is actually the best deck in the meta, so I'm not surprised he's playing it. I'd like one game without going against an OTK deck, but challenge impossible. Because all Blizzard wants apparently is OTK decks. There's not even any such thing as a control deck anymore. Every control deck is a combo deck. There's no such thing as control. I'm the only one that plays control. Literally the only one. And I play true control. I don't play no control with OTKs and shit. Still gonna lose to his garbage anyway, so what does it matter? I'm gonna play this Tortola on 10 and hope it's enough.
This treasure ain't fit for a pirate.
That's all I can really hope for. What else am I gonna do? Dirty Rat's even useless against that deck unless you hit exactly Umbra.
treasure. Pitiful loot.
Let's trade this one in. Has more health. Yep, here comes a brawl. Buys another clear. Or just double Ancient of Yore.
Let's put a smile on that face.
Well, my Furian's definitely the best one out of these three. So I guess we take it.
Turn to the light! Turn to the light! Turn to the light!
See, the fucked up part is combo decks in the past didn't have ways to clear boards, and now they do. So it's not. It seems like he's playing a control deck, right? Because he has a lot of board clears, but he's actually playing a combo deck. But because of how the game's designed, his control deck is a combo deck. So there's no such thing as control anymore. Literally no such thing. Another brawl. He's clearing the board like a control deck. But then he has an OTK at the end.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Oh, great. Well, that sucks. I wanted to prep my damn test, but apparently not.
Turn to the light!
I want to get this out of hand, actually. Just going to do this. Just to get it empty my hand a little bit. Maybe I have enough health on the board to survive. I don't know. Are we still dead? Because this is so fucking balanced. Still dead to his, like... Umbra later, so... It's fucking trash. Can't stand this game. I don't think Tortola was the answer there. Doesn't really do anything, right? Oh, minion get 3 copies. Oh. Or whatever. I don't even know why I'm playing this still out. My test got transformed because of course it did. Even though it was like 3 other targets for it.
Feel your blood run cold.
Try it again. Probably has another shield slam. At least I stall for 1 turn though.
This treasure ain't fit for a pirate. Now this is treasure. This treasure ain't fit for a pirate.
So I was like, probably like wreck 'em and deck 'em and stuff, and at least it has reborn.
I had heard tales of your
Wow, I actually beat him. Still, it doesn't feel good. Like, I could have easily lost in that game. Look how much health, look how much damage he did to me. Even with all the health I had on the board. I wasn't able to do my stuff that I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to play Tess, bounce her over and over again. Couldn't do it. If it was against a normal control deck, like back in the day control deck, I could have did my shit. He would have probably cleared fine. Do it again. Probably clear again. That's fine. Probably clear a majority of my boards, you know, but if I stuck a board, well, I win, right? Same goes for him. They stick a board, old control decks, they usually win, right? There was no, I never had to, in old control, you never had to deal with 30 damage. And what's the point in having, if control could do 30, what's the point in having, even have control, even in the, why is there even control a thing? Why is it even a thing? Because as of right now, it's not a thing. It doesn't exist. Because it could do over 30 damage, it's not a control deck. It's a combo deck, and then there's aggro decks. That's it. That's all that exists. You got aggro and you got combo. That's it. Meanwhile, control players like myself are left in the dust. When all I want to do is control and not to deal with all the shenanigans. You have a back and forth game. Sometimes up to an hour long game with another player. Both sides don't have a win condition. Basically back in the Dr. Boom meta. At Blizzard, all they have to do is make a twist format where each month they add in new sets. Start with Classic and go all the way to this set here. Add a new set every month. Then we could relive Hearthstone. I can go back and I can play control decks like they used to be. But they won't do it. They might as well do it because I'm not spending money on the game anymore. So a game should cater to every playstyle like it used to. That's how Hearthstone used to be. It used to cater to aggro, combo, and control. And back in the day, you had like Mechathune decks. You had Shudder Walk, basically a combo deck. And they were a class combo. Not every class had access to Shudder Walk, obviously. It was for Shaman. And then Mechathune, everybody could be Mechathune, but there wasn't any viable Mechathune decks except for like maybe one or two. With that Dios card, it could be used in any class, and you could OTK with Incendious. Dios plus Incendious is all you need. 14 mana, without discounts. Play your Sarah, get to 14 mana, you play your Dios, you play your Incendious, and boom, you win the game. But they had to go and give every control deck a win condition, which made every control deck into a combo deck. And it's stupid game design. And they made an excuse like, the reason they made that is so the games don't last as long. Well, here's the thing. Control v aggro doesn't last long anyway. Either the control deck controls all the aggro's board and they concede, or the aggro player swarms them down and wins. The game's over quick anyway. And if you're playing a control v control matchup, if you're playing a control deck, why aren't you should be expecting a long game? Like, why are you playing control if you're not expecting a long game? So their argument that they made the games were lasting too long, that's nonsense. That's just a bunch of bullshit. Because control v aggro is fast. I play against aggro decks all the time and the duels are over pretty quick. I love aggro. You notice from a lot of my rants, I don't go into aggro at all. I don't bash aggro decks because there's no need to. They're perfectly fine. There's nothing OP about an aggro deck. All I want is for aggro to be aggro, control to be control, and by that I mean control no 30 damage, no way to close the game unless they stick a board. They stick a board, they win, great, awesome. And then combo. A few combo decks here and there, sprinkle them around. Legendaries, class cards should be the combo cards. Like Shudderwalk back in the day was a class card for Shaman. And then at least if that's how it was, like if let's say Shudderwalk was back in the meta, I could just concede to it, you know. I don't have to duel against it if I don't want to. I'll just concede and I'll duel against a deck that's not using Shudderwalk. But since they made Dios for every single class, because it's neutral, it causes issues. Basically making every class can OTK now. Or have ridiculous burst damage like Astalor and Ignis. They just never learn. They never learn. And if they're not going to bring control back to like where control doesn't do 30 damage anymore and where they can't OTK, then remove all the board clear cards from the game. Never make a single board clear card again. Just don't make them. Just don't make any board clears anymore. They made one this expansion, Medivh. And those other ones too. Don't make them anymore. Don't waste the design space on it if you don't actually want control to be a thing. Just get rid of them all. But anyway, I'm done ranting about it. It gets annoying. Super, super annoying.